Here's the deal. He has no credit, right? But I have a couple of banks that work with no credit.
The guy's a zero score. And I'm not talking about like he hasn't used his credit in a while. Like we are his first inquiry.
He's new to the country and has no credit history. Instead of taking the time to build it, he decided to start with a car loan.
I just got my social security and I don't have a credit score. Just need a car.
Okay.
A RAV4. I like this one.
Okay. Were you looking to finance?
Yeah, I want to do the finance.
We could definitely get you an approval. Which one were you thinking you like better?
Whichever, if you could give me a good deal.
I'm gonna get you the best deal for either or. It's all depending on what car you want.
Love that.
The RAV4?
Yeah, RAV4.
I got you. All right. Did you want to quickly test drive it?
I already know the car. Let's do the paperwork.
Okay. Let's head inside and get you an approval. Do you have your license?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what do you do for work?
Oh, I work in a construction company.
Okay. How long have you been there?
This last week.
Last week? Just started?
Yeah, just came to the States.
He just came to the United States. He just started a new job. So there's no credit history, barely any employment history. Not much for a lender to work with, and he's trying to finance a vehicle. Because getting settled can wait until after a monthly payment is arranged. Nothing says getting established like owing money before the first paycheck clears.
Okay, I got you. And then how much do you make?
25 bi-weekly.
25 bi-weekly? Okay. Here's your credit application. Just make sure all this information here is correct. Yeah. And once you do that, just sign at the bottom. And I can take this back to the finance office and get you an approval. We got a tricky one. We have a customer on the floor, just came into the country. They make 25 bi-weekly. They're getting paid via W-2, but they haven't got a pay stub yet.
That means no credit, right?
No credit.
When is his first pay?
In a week. He's looking at the 2019 Toyota RAV4.
Here's the deal. He has no credit, right? But I have a couple of banks that work with no credit.
He hasn't even received his first paycheck yet, but he's already trying to turn part of it into a car payment. The purchase is moving faster than the situation around it. Everything is being arranged before everything is even in place.
I need around $4,000 down. It's a tight deal, but we'll make it happen. Get the down payment, and I can possibly work with something.
Brother, it's not easy. Luckily, we do have a couple banks that work with no credit. However, because of the no credit, they need a little more down. You mentioned you were only working with $2,000 down. However, the banks are requiring at least $5,000 down to get you an approval.
Oh, that's a lot, man. I can't do it.
It's what the banks are requiring.
Max, I can go like 4K.
4,000?
Yeah.
So if we can work it out with the banks as to the approvals at 4,000 down, that's good with you? You're ready to take the car?
What are going to be my monthly payments?
He came in with a number in mind for the down payment. That lasted until the dealership asked for more. So the budget changed pretty quickly. Then he asked the important question people always ask. What's the monthly payment? Because if that number sounds good, nobody seems too worried about the rest.
I would have to go back and check. Let me go back there and see what I can do, all right? Deal's closed. He just wants to know his monthly payments.
With the warranty, the monthly payment is $519.
Okay.
Gap 2.
Okay.
The warranty and gap, I want to make sure all my customers have gap.
I got a great approval for you with warranty and gap. You're still looking at the 4,000 down. It was a little tough, but our general manager got an exception made with the bank. He did his magic for you. The payment did go up a little bit. You're at $540 with warranty and gap.
Can you just drop it down?
He's got $4,000 for a down payment. That could buy a cheap car, keep him moving, and give him a little time to save even more. Instead, he's considering locking himself into a monthly payment. Because financing for years is a lot easier than waiting for a few paychecks.
If we could possibly get you to 520, would that do it for you? Is that where you're trying to be?
Yeah, 510, 520.
520?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back there and see what I can do for you, all right? They're trying to be at 510 to 520 range. They're good with the 519, but if we have any room to bring it down, even like $4, if we can do that for the customer,
we can do 550.
We can do 515? Yeah. All right, it's close.
Yeah.
Great news. You said you were trying to be between 510 and 520. Got you right there at 515, my brother. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
He wanted the payment between 510 and 520. They came back with 515. Mission accomplished. Never mind the price of the vehicle. Never mind years of payments. The monthly payment landed exactly where he wanted it.
All right, Dan, I got a guy here on the A4. He has a trade-in. I don't think he's expecting to get a lot for it.
Okay, what is it?
It's an '09 Range Rover with over 170,000 miles on it.
It's just broken in for Range Rover, right?
I'm surprised it got here.
You said he's not expecting a lot. Most people think these Range Rovers, even though it's 17 years old and 170,000 miles, are still worth $50,000.
He basically didn't expect to get more than 500 or 1,000 bucks.
Off the top of my head, that's probably what it's worth, but let's go take a look at it. Let's see what the car is worth.
Range Rovers are very good at being expensive. They cost a lot to buy, they cost a lot to maintain. Then you put 170,000 miles on it and try to trade it in. That's when the price tag and the trade-in value stop pretending they know each other.
And then we'll go ahead with the credit app. The car is every much of an '09 Range Rover with 170,000 miles. The car's beat.
It smells good.
It smells good, but if I want to pay for a premium for something that smells like that, I'll go sniff bed sheets at home, you know? It's a $500 car. But I know, just from briefly talking to him, he's got a nice down payment. Let's just get a credit app. Let's see where we're at, and we'll go from there. The guy's a zero score. And I'm not talking about like he hasn't used his credit in a while. Like, we are his first inquiry.
Most people build credit gradually. A phone bill, a credit card, maybe a small loan. He skipped all of that. His credit file is being introduced to borrowing through a car dealership. No score, no track record, no warm-up. Just straight into one of the largest payments he could start with.
Nothing. He is a complete ghost on his credit.
But everything cash his entire life.
Look, he's got a good down payment. He's got 10.5 down plus whatever we give him for the trade, 500,000 bucks, whatever it is. I'm sure I can get somebody to bite on him, but it's going to be a high rate. You know, he's never borrowed any sort of money in his life, and now he's looking at a car that's 26.5, less than $10,000. I mean,
he spent his whole life avoiding debt by paying cash. Now the first loan he wants is for a vehicle. He's got a large down payment, but the lender has no history to judge. So the interest rate is going to be high. Years of responsible cash purchases earned him exactly 0 credit.
I'm rambling. Let me submit it. I'll get it bought somewhere, but you're not getting a 6% rate.
For sure.
Just go out there and talk to him. Give me 5-10 minutes. I'll have some numbers for you.
Cool.
All right. Ally's my best call. 14% is the rate. I called them.
Not that bad.
No, I thought it was going to be closer to state max, and the 2 other banks that approved them were at state max. So Ally beat them by 7 points, which is great. I can get it done with a warranty for $460 a month. Without the warranty, it's $410 a month. So $50 a month, he gets an extended warranty on there.
The lender comes back with a 14% interest rate, and they describe it as not that bad, which is technically true if the comparison is something even worse. For a first car loan, he's starting with a rate most people would be trying to escape. But since it could have been higher, 14% gets introduced like they negotiated a victory.
Go over both options with him, see what he wants to do. And that's with the 10.5 down, $500 for his trade. Just go over it with him, let me know what he says.
Yeah, man. It's closed. It was almost too easy.
Well, he's obviously responsible with his money. He's bought everything in cash. He's gotten by just fine. So this is a good way to start establishing some credit history if he wants to do something in the future. And it's a pretty affordable payment. So good job. Get me insurance. Let's get him out of here.
So after spending his entire life paying cash, he's officially in debt for the first time. He went decades without owing anyone money. Then one trip to the dealership took care of that. His credit history finally started. Unfortunately, so did the payments.
All right, we back with Mr. Get You Roll, and I'm about to explain why buying a cash car don't make no sense in 2026. All right, let's go. All right, first things first, the used car market is not what it was before. Before I were to resell cars on my own, you cannot find no decent cars for $5,000 to $10,000 no more that you can actually enjoy for a couple of months. All right, them shits is going trash within a week. The second thing is that if you buying a used car, you gotta expect used car problems. That don't matter how new the car is or how well the shit's been maintained, you're gonna have used car problems. And now, I don't think that any of my friends or my people should go spend $10,000 or more of their money.
He thinks buying a cash car doesn't make sense. Anything affordable will only last a few weeks. So the cheap car is treated like a guaranteed failure. But the finance car gets years of payments and the benefit of the doubt. Apparently, reliability begins the moment a lender gets involved.
Yeah, $10,000 or more dollars, because you're not finding shit for under that's gonna be good. So $10,000 is where you're gonna find something that's gonna be drivable, okay? And then at that point, you're gonna spend 10, and then you're gonna have to still put that shit in the shop for days, get a rental car, or not have a car, and there's no point in that. Now listen, I understand. You might not be able to get the exact car that you want if your credit is up, or maybe you can if you have a cosigner. But look, everybody has to take stepping stones to get where they want to be at in life, all right? That's just how shit works sometimes, okay? If you got 5 to 10 bands saved up and you was about to go cash out on a car, I would say take a little bit less of that money, maybe 3 to 4, and go try to put that money down on getting a car that you could finance with an affordable payment that's going to be worth it for you.
His advice is to use part of your cash as a down payment. So the money that could have eliminated a car payment now exists to help create one. All to avoid buying a cheaper car that might need repairs. Because paying a lender every month is less expensive than occasionally paying a mechanic.
Pros of buying through a dealership: warranties. At least if your car gets up, you have somewhere to take it to. Service might give you a loaner car as well. That means you'll have a car for free while your car is getting fixed. Free oil changes, free maintenance updates. Shit like that is what you need. And look, a lot of my clients be coming to me telling me they just need a car to get from A to B. But look, you can't buy no bullshit car to get from A to B, because you're gonna be stuck at A forever. So listen, just take your money and move wisely, okay?
One of his big selling points is the warranty. When something goes wrong, you have somewhere to take it. So the car can still break. You just get to return it to the same place that sold it to you. So the warranty is what makes a risk feel acceptable. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.